Okay, but like, where is the thought couple? Flora? So how on earth did you get up there? Like, what? Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Dalia, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. So today we are back on the island of Driftwood, and we're finally going to start terraforming. So if you guys saw my last video, we finally reached 3 stars on this island. Tia's hanging out with us today. I'm so excited for just to start decorating. Like, I've had so much planned for this island, so Tia just doesn't want to hang out with us today. That's okay. We'll wave a goodbye to her and we'll get started because I have so much to do. Let's open up the little designer app thing. These are some of the codes I'm going to use. And without further ado, let's just get started with this build. If you guys do like this style of video, please let me know what you think in the comments down below and by liking the video. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you join the little community that we're building here on YouTube. So first things first, I'm starting off with this sand path. This is the path I've chosen to have for now. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping it. I do really like it, but I'm not 100% set on whether or not I want a sand path as my, like, the pathing on this island. I don't know, like, I do want to at least have 2 different versions of the path to use because I love the path and I love the variations that we have for it. So this one I'm really happy with. I like the fact that it's more of a white sand and it has a little like bits and bobs of like the starfish and some like mini seashells on the corners. But yeah, so I just put that down and then I'm going to start with some water terraforming. If you know me, you know I absolutely hate water terraforming, so this will be cut up into sections. I promise you I won't bore you with too much terraforming in this video. But yeah, I knew... Oh, what are they doing? They're hanging out. I didn't mean to press the exciting reaction. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I really wanted to include a lot of water terraforming and waterscaping at the beginning entrance of the island. I actually wanted to do like big cliffs kind of blocking resident services, but unfortunately I do have very minimal space. And considering that I also wanted to make sure I had a spot for a kiosk area, like I'll show you guys like this little entrance area to the island because this is like a tropical resort style island. If you didn't know, that is the theme of this island, which I've been talking about since I started this one. So I wanted it to have like its own little like kind of like entrance, kind of like when you enter like a resort, like you would have like the check-in area kind of thing, or like the welcome area onto the island. I don't know. You'll see what I mean when I actually start building up that area, but because I had such limited space, I ended up not going with the cliff options and I decided to make some little water terraforming. I do make a cliff, but it's much smaller than I wanted to. But I did this like cool water feature on either side of the airport, and then I put a bridge and like a bunch of palm trees. I'm going to be putting so many palm trees on this island, which I'm actually so excited for because I don't have a lot on my other island. Obviously I have a few like on my beaches and things, but in terms of like my actual builds, there's really not that many palm trees, but I'm including so many on this island, which I'm super excited for. So I just quickly got rid of the orange tree that's in the way and just finished terraforming. I decided to make this like kind of like a rounded like mini pond area, if you want to call it that. And I put some trees and flowers and stuff in the middle. Another thing that I'm so excited for is the flowers I'm going to be decorating with on this island. I'm probably going to do a video, like a let's play version style video, where I kind of talk about like my plans for this island a little bit more in detail. We're ignoring Plucky over there. But yeah, I'm so excited for the different flower colors and things I'm going to be using. Like, I grew a ton of like really vibrant warm toned flowers, like a lot of reds and pinks and purples. some yellows, so and oranges. So that's basically what the color scheme for this island is going to be. So I quickly grabbed the bridge we're going to be using. I decided to go with the wooden bridge. I was going to use the suspension bridge, but I decided I like the idea of using more of a flat bridge instead of a curved one, like one that's curved, just to kind of like make the area appear flat with the like cliffs around it, giving it that height. So then I went on to the right side of the resident services, or like the airport, and finished the water terraforming, and then started building up this cliff. Like I said, I do a little bit of cliff terraforming in this video. It's nothing as big as I wanted it to be, because I do have not a very big area from my resident services to the airport, so we're keeping it as small as possible. I wanted there to be like really big cliffs that I can put like tons of trees and things on, but I think this works. I'm not 100% set on the waterfalls I put here. You'll see me fiddling with it a lot in this video, and I changed the shape of the cliff a little bit more. I'll probably end up curving the cliff along the plaza, and then I might be a little bit happier with the water terraforming then. But yeah, just building it up and seeing how I can work with the shape. One thing I'm going to be doing in the next few days is completely flattening this island, which is something I've never done for any of my previous islands. I've just kind of built up around the pre-existing cliffs and things. Like Moonlit, I just built up from the cliffs that already existed and then just terraformed where I needed to. But this one, I feel like to challenge myself a little bit further, I'm literally gonna like scrap everything and then start fresh. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I have so many overgrown flowers already at the back of my island, which you will not be allowed to see today because it's horrendous. So let's just move these over. Like I said, I want everything to be out of the way, so I just have these clean slates, but I have all this stuff lying around. But you know me, none of my builds are ever clean. Everything's always so messy and so many things are in the way. Like my house is right there and I didn't feel like moving my house. My house is probably not going to stay there, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is basically like the little cliff pond style area that I made, and I put one little palm tree in the middle there. And I think it looks super cute. I actually really like it. And then I just started going around and placing some of the bamboo lattice fencing just because I wanted to see where I wanted to place it. I will be using tons of this fencing. Obviously, it's very tropical-esque in terms of fencing, and it's one of my first few times actually using it. I did use it in my speed build for Audie on my other island, but this is my first time using it a lot. And of course, I'm just trying to get some work done, and while I love them, both Octavian and Tia are both in the way, which, you know, what else is new? Why wouldn't you just go on the sand? You're not supposed to be there. I also suck at remembering to place the sand down before planting palm trees. I also hate that you have to place sand down to plant palm trees. It's really annoying. That little, like, square really bugs me. I don't know. So I'm just going around here planting a couple more palm trees. Like I said, I completely forgot to put down the sand again. It's so annoying. There we go. And then we're just gonna hop over to the next day and then start fixing up some of the pathing. We have KK Slider hanging out with us today. His first official debut since we got 3 stars on this island. And I can't put this path down. I kept screwing up. I kept putting it down in the wrong spot. Okay. And then I ended up actually not even using that pathing. I decided to put sand pathing down here. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping this. I actually really like the way that it turned out because I planted some weeds here later on, along with some custom codes that I download later on that I'll show you guys. And I really like the way that it looks. Like, I don't know if I really want to have like sand pathing underneath a lot of the areas on this island. But I really want pathing to show up on my map, because if you've seen my other map for Moonlit, there's no pathing on it because I don't really use a lot of pathing. I use a lot of custom codes instead of like the in-game pathing, so you don't really see a lot of pathing on that other part of my island, which is kind of really sad because I did a lot of work. It just doesn't look like there is a lot of work. So I'm definitely going to be trying to use as much in-game pathing on this island as I can. So like I said previously, I wanted to make kind of like a check-in area, which is where that sand is going to go. And before I put that down, I just quickly placed down the sand pathing that I have just leading up to the plaza, and I decided just to go in a straight line because obviously I only had like a 4x2 space to work with, which is not a lot of space. I honestly thought that I had more space leading from my plaza to the airport, and it turns out I don't. It's very almost parallel, which I like, and that's one of the reasons I chose this island. But yeah, it's not as far away as I anticipated, which is fine. I made this area work. So speaking of the kind of like check-in area for the island, I wanted to do two things. I wanted there to be a like little check-in area, kind of like a check-in desk. And then I also wanted there to be like a little tiki bar. Like, you know, when you first go to a resort, like there's like that free, like obviously if you go to like an all-inclusive resort, you'll have like the free drink stand when you first get to the resort. So I kind of wanted to do that. So just think of like when you first arrive at a resort, you get like this little drink when you first arrive, and that's what this area is supposed to kind of mimic. And now this makes me want to go away on vacation so badly. It's been a very long time since I've been away on a vacation. So I put down these stalls that I had this really cute straw design on, and then I put down some wooden stools that I had these little palm tree designs on. I love the palm tree designs that I picked out, and I think I'm set on using and keeping these ones for my island, absolutely, 100%. So then over here, I decided to do the loft desk, just to kind of give the check-in desk like more, I don't know, kind of like more like a little hut, like kind of like appearance, like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean, like you kind of like a little bit more than just like the stalls for the drink area. So I put a loft desk. I don't know why I put that festival lamp next to on top of the barrel. I think it's cute, you know, it gives it a little bit more of a tropical vibe. And then I just threw down random items that I thought would work. I'm probably going to change this a little bit up, maybe add another loft desk onto the right side to give it more like structure, because it does look really kind of strange with just the one loft desk. So I will update you guys if that changes, but I just put down a couple of items like a fax machine and then like a lost item book. And I don't know, does it look like a check-in desk? I hope so. It probably doesn't, but I try to make it work. And then the rover briefcases are going to be an essential item on this island, I promise you, because this is going to be like a vacation style island, so I want to include tons of like rover briefcases. So acquiring those will be a lot of fun. And then I planted a couple more palm trees. I will also be using bamboo trees on this island as well. Not as many as I'm going to be using of the palm trees, but I will be including a few around here and there, stunting a few of them because I love stunting bamboo trees and palm trees. And yeah, I don't think I will be using a lot of hardwood and cedar trees. I might be using a few, but I don't know. I'm still undecided of how I want this island to kind of lay out. If you remember my previous videos for this island, I did say I wanted this island to be like a jungle tropical island, so it's kind of like a 2-for-1 theme. And I still do want to do like a very overgrown portions of the island that kind of like imitate that jungle island vibe, but I'm still undecided of how much of that I want it to be reflected. It's probably going to be more like maybe 60 to 70% tropical and then 30% jungle, if that makes sense. So I just time jumped to let the trees grow in, and I stunted one of the palm trees. I love the stunted palm trees. I think they look so cute. I really wish that the coconuts grew on them, but hey, what can you do? So then I was just kind of going around seeing how everything looked, and then I'm going to start decorating with some flowers and custom codes and weeds. Like I said, weeds look so pretty in the sand. I love the summer weeds. I also do use, so here's some of the custom codes I downloaded. Don't use all of them in this video, I think. I use like the plant and the palm leaf, which I love both of them. They're so pretty and vibrant, and they look so good both against the grass and the sand too. But yeah, I don't think I use all of them in this video, but I'm definitely going to be keeping at least the majority of them that I already have saved on this island. And like you can see, I started planting some of the flowers. I haven't set on all the flower types I'm going to be using on this island. I'm 100% going to be using cosmos, lilies, tulips, and a couple of pansies. I don't really like the pansies. I don't like the way they look, but the orange pansies are really, really pretty. So I do have a bunch of those that have actually grown on the back of my island, because that is my like native island flower. So yeah, I just started going around and planting a few of those. Like I said, I'm going to keep it very warm toned, and I'm kind of just planting them sporadically. There's not going to be a lot of rhyme or reason. I just want to make sure that it's very, very colorful, very vibrant. And yeah, I'm so in love with the way this, I'm just so excited for this island. And then I placed down some of the custom codes, and I'm going to be using a lot of the flamingos. Like, they just look so cute. So I put a Mr. and a Mrs. Flamingo on this little island together, and I think they look so cute, kind of hidden amongst the flowers and the trees. And then later on, I also will be planting some shrubs. For this island, I will be using the hibiscus ones, I think. I'll have to see when I start planting them and what I use, but I want the dream address will eventually be saved in like mid to late July, beginning of August. So the shrubs will be in full bloom. So I'll be using the orange and the red of the shrubs, which I'm so excited. They don't see them fully grown by the end of this video, but you will see them like later on as I start decorating later on in this year. I'm trying to stay as close to the correct dates as possible when I'm decorating right now, because I am back in April on my other island. So I am at least in July in this video, although I did have to do a little bit of time traveling. Oh yeah, it is the hibiscus. Okay, yeah. So I did have to do a little bit of time traveling in order to, like, you know, let things grow in and get the bridge and everything. Oh god, look how pretty the flowers look. Like, I love my other island, but a lot of the colors are so, like, they're very muted because I'm using like a lot of yellows and greens and whites. So to use color on this island, like, I'm just so excited. Like, it just looks so pretty already, and like I've barely started decorating. And this little island back here just looks so cute. I do put a couple of shrubs here along with another flamingo, I think, because what screams tropical island than flamingos, I guess. You will definitely be seeing an area dedicated strictly to flamingos, which is making me question whether or not I should keep Flora on the island. I might have to let her go and then get her back with her actual house. I haven't settled on the villagers I want on this island yet. Like, I'm so undecided. I can't decide if I want their houses to be the deciding factor, like to have like beach style, hut style houses, or to get them based on like their personality types and like who they are as like their appearance wise. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Who do you think I should have on this island? I do have a couple I want on this island 100%. Like, I want June and Julia. I think I want Shep on this island too, mainly because his house is like really beach style. Like, it's like a nice little like tan cream colored hut kind of style house, which I think would look so pretty on the beach. But yeah, like that's my mindset going into this. Like, I don't know what I'm going to choose. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was just editing the cliffs a little bit so I can add more flowers. I think I'll be changing these cliffs up because I literally only have flowers and weeds up here. So I might change it up a little bit later on. Like I said, this not 100% set on the way that this little area turned out. And then I also went and downloaded this white plank path, which I actually also use on Moonlit, because I thought it would just work really well. It's like, you know, very nice, white, beachy. So I downloaded that one. I got both the vertical and the horizontal, and I just put a couple of down, like one's leading over to the beach area and then one leading to that little seating area over by the plaza, and I just think it looks so cute. I think the color just like works really well. Like on my other island, I only have it on the beach, but I think with the more green grass, it just looks really good. And I can't get this. Okay, how many times do I have to plant this weed for it to like do one that's not? There we go. Oh god. Okay, so we're pretty much almost finished. I was just kind of moving some of the items around, and then the last thing I'm going to be doing before the video is over is just placing down a couple of the destination shot signposts, which I think looks perfect. That's the reason I moved the rover briefcase, so that I can put that destination signpost. I actually almost completely forgot about it, but I was glad that I remembered because I thought it looked super cute. I don't know why I put that sandcastle there, because that is not supposed to be there. So I just planted a couple more weeds, and like I said, last thing I was going to do, I'm just going to put some shells down on the sand, and this is definitely going to be something I do across the island, just like have random shells and everything just scattered. And yeah, that wraps up the build. So I time traveled to like dusk. Like this is like I think 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock at night, because this is probably going to be the time that I set the dream address, because I just love the way the tropical islands look at sunset, and it's so pretty. So let's check out the final product together with everything grown in. We have Billy, yeah, hanging out with us. I swear I did know his name. I'm so bad. I'm terrible at remembering names. We have Billy hanging out. Look how pretty this looks, and I did plant that bamboo tree. I knew it wasn't gonna grow in, and I still planted it. We'll have to move that and fix it later. Anyway, this looks so pretty. It's just so peaceful. Like imagine coming off like a long flight and you arrive at your resort and you just come here and have a drink. Look at the little hula girl dancing. Oh my gosh, this looks so pretty, and like the little flamingos on the little island there. Oh, everything just looks so pretty. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is not how I pictured my entrance when I first was like thinking of ideas, but I'm so happy with the way that this turned out, and I really hope I catch cute pictures like of my villagers sitting here so I can get good photos. But anyway, that is everything for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm just so excited for this island. I'm so happy the way that the entrance turned out, and now I can kind of see my island slowly starting to like form in my head of what I want it to look like. So I'm just so excited to decorate this new island with you guys. So if you did like today's video, please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And by liking the video, just let me know how you guys are doing. I would love to hear from you. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of our community here. So that's everything for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!